That was dumb. Hey, there we go.
Put me in, coach.
There you go. I got you
There we go.
misassigned. That was weird. Okay.
Mislabeled. I am mislabeled. Can you zoom me in a little bit too? Can you tighten that shot up a little bit from Ecamm, please?
Me not do that kind of things, man.
Just putting you to work, Doc. That's what we do. Especially since you made me change my microphone out.
Well,
There you go.
I just
Yeah,
seen
now.
Frankie walk past in the back. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, Frankie is very busy girl. She's a very busy girl.
What's
She's
cracking?
always busy.
How you doing?
What's happening, everybody? I am Scott Smokin Silz coming to you from Chicago, along with the legendary my man Doc Rock coming to you from Honolulu, Hawaii. This is DJ's live streaming. Welcome back to the channel. And we got a few things we're going to cover today. We are going to start talking about Clubhouse. Doc, I know you love this app. I know that you are embracing it and getting ready to do big things with it. So why don't you go ahead and kind of break it down for those of our DJ friends and other people that aren't as familiar with the app. I got to be honest, I've only been on it a couple times checking it out. So I'm going to learn something today as well. So we're going to have Doc walk us through the app.
Well, the first thing you need to know is you need to have an iOS device. And there's a lot of crying and whining and complaining because people are like, well, I don't have an iOS device. Why am I being locked out? They are talking about expanding to Android soon. So, I mean, you could wait, but while you're waiting, you are missing a lot. Like, there are crazy, incredible conversations. So, before I dive deeper into like how you get on, let's explain what Clubhouse is. It's an audio drop-in app. That sounds weird, but the easiest way to explain it is imagine being at New Music or being at NAM, and you're walking in the hallways between the exhibits. Everyone knows that every conference in the planet, the hallway track is the money shot. There's the people that walk around and stare at all of this gear that may or may not come out or is more expensive than you really want to buy. But you're getting all these specs, you're getting all these gears, you're playing with the new stuff. But in the hallway, there's Shep Pettibone with a cup of coffee and a freaking donut waiting for his speaking engagement. So if you happen to be in the hallway when everybody else is inside watching, Roland release a new keyboard, you'd be like, hey, man, hey, I just wanted to say I really enjoy, what you do. I appreciate you, blah, blah, blah. And then Shep's like, well, I got like a half an hour before my thing. What are you into? Oh, I'm Scott. I'm one of the original guys at Hot Mix. Oh, really? Hot Mix 5? I used to listen to that. And the next thing you know, you and Shep have this fantastic conversation, and he starts dropping knowledge on you about becoming a world-class producer. Again, Rich, what's up, Rich? And everybody else, they're still in the thing watching Roland announce some sampler that may never actually come to market.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so while you're in the hallway having this fantabulous conversation with seriously one of the greatest of all time, you're learning bombs. You're learning stuff that you could try to learn for years and never get because, again, you have to read, you got to practice, you got to do. But having, the man himself come and drop that on you while you're standing in the hallway while everyone else is fighting over a chance to get pictures of some new piece of the gear that's not coming, that's what it is. And so I used to go to a lot of conferences as a tech writer, and got to say good morning to Rich too. Scott's
Hey, Rich.
like, what the heck does that say? That says good morning.
Yeah. It's Greek to me.
It's Korean. Is Anyi Hasil is what he said. It's like good morning.
And what does that mean?
Good morning.
Translation, please.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning, and good
So,
morning to you, Rich. What's up?
But basically, so I've always found in these various I was trying to find if there was going to be a virtual NAM this year. I was looking this up. But
Yeah,
it's
there is a virtual NAM, and I know
also,
there's some people that are asking you to register now. I mean, I think Pioneer had a free slot you can go into. Now I don't know if that's taking you into a showroom that they're having or what they're doing, how this is going to work. But I'm looking
I
for some
mean,
cool
virtual
gear to come
conferences
out. I
are
mean, it's
fine.
been a year.
Yeah,
Been a year
dude.
since we've been able to get out and really see anything new and exciting. I mean, we saw a couple controllers. By the way, I misspoke last week because I called it the Denon, and it was actually the Rain
I knew what you meant.
controller that we were talking about. I don't know why Denon was on my mind last week for a moment, but I did call it Denon at one point. But it is the Rain.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah,
June
you should have
just wanted
corrected me.
June wanted to confuse you even more.
Fact checker. I need a fact checker.
So the cool thing is, everyone thought CES was going to suck as a virtual conference, and this CES was actually probably better than usual, because the one thing you get by having a virtual conference is not just the crowd of useless, unnecessary gadgets that don't do anything but take up space. So you kind of got the cream of the crop, which was dope. So anyway, imagine, these if you've been to conferences, folks, you've had these great conversations in the hallways. You've met these guys at the snack stand or, at the little stand-up bars where you go to grab a drink or sit down and have a hot dog, while you're waiting for a keynote speaker or somebody to come up. That's the dope part about conferences, is the people you meet at the little rounds in the corner where you go to grab something to eat.
It's the lunches, it's the dinners, it's the cocktails, it's everything else that goes with it, man. It's the circus.
That's what Clubhouse is. That is what Clubhouse. Clubhouse is that. There's no video, it's audio, and you drop in.
Yeah, that's the amazing part of it. There is no video with this, and I saw one of the young ladies that you work with. She had put up something about like connecting your Rodecaster Pro up, so you can actually do audio with this and connect in and sound good. So. Maybe you're going to share some of that today as well.
I have my my Rodecaster Pro plugged in directly to my phone. So basically, you take one of these standard issue Apple adapters that everybody complains about. You plug it into a TRRS.
That's the 3-tip ring, right?
True TRRS to TRRS. It cannot be with the extra adapter. So all of these right here, these are all useless.
So here's what you're gonna need, folks. If I can put this up, so
I can't figure out how to make this hold with my gigantic bare hands. But like all of these little adapters, these don't work. So you need that on both ends. Yeah, I can see it. You have to have that.
I have one of these, and I have. Yep, I do, and I forget because I could not get the Rode one. If you guys are looking for the Rode one, they were not available.
It doesn't work.
No, I didn't, and I ended up getting a different one. And which one did I get? Let's see if it's stamped on here. But I think I got it from.
But when you pull that
might
white
be from
part,
Beats. It might be Beats actually that I got it from.
When you pull that white part out, is it the same on both ends?
I have the. There it is. TRRS, if you can see that, if that's clear.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that comes with the Beats. Yeah. Okay. Oh, see, Scott, dang it. That's super funny. So here's what's super funny, because you're talking about Diana's video. And I was telling Diana, I know for a fact I have one of those cables. I just didn't know where it was. And I have this box full of cables. And now I know what it came from. It came from my 2 pairs of Beats.
Yeah. So I bought this when the pandemic was hardcore. I couldn't get anything, so I ended up finding one of these at like Micro Center.
We don't talk about that. It's like
I know, but it works. So in the meantime, we got the TRR.
It's the situation. We
got the 3-tip ring, TRRS.
David said,
there you have it.
I love hearing that you're always learning. A teacher that is always learning is priceless. Now stop spending money. No, dude, that's what you make money for.
That's the problem with anything electronics. Okay, you're always, you're chasing the latest and greatest,
that's not a
and
problem. That's a
in
benefit.
a few months it's not the latest and greatest anymore, and you're after something else. So.
Terrell, you always have to join from a browser. It is a browser-based control. However, Scott is using Ecamm Virtual Cam in said browser. So, yeah, it's all.
I'm actually not running the virtual cam today. I am running just the cam link.
Yeah, that's fine.
Normally I do, but so I decided I'd just come through your system your way.
But you can do both.
My loop back. Yeah, you can do both, and you can select. I just selected cam link instead of virtual cam. and I've got my Rodecaster Pro for the audio, and I'm coming through Chrome. So that's how I set it up, and that's what I'm rolling with today. And of course, I turn loop back off.
The one after you, I mean, if you have a Rodecaster Pro or any other mixer, actually, if your mixer can do mix minus, you'll be fine. My one of my members of my group did it with the Zoom Track 8. Somebody else is doing it with the standard Mackie mixer. You just got to know how to work your way around your mix minus and what to do with that. But the primary reason why we wanted to connect the Rodecaster Pro, it's technically illegal to record the rooms. When you press record on anything like your phone that's connected, it will notice that you'll get a warning and it tells you not to record the room, which is fine. If you are going to do a recorded room, you have to remind everyone. So the suggestion is put it in the title, and every time you bring someone up to the stage, remind them that they may be recorded. All of those things are not worth getting sued over later, so I just don't do that. Yeah. But what I do record is what I'm saying to it. And here's why. Someone might come up and ask a question similar to, like with Terrell. He asked a question, right? And I might go to answer his question, and I might say something profound and like, yo, that's a good bomb for my YouTube videos or for my social media or for something of that. Then I got my recording in a very high clip. I can use that to create an audiogram. So that's why we were all so hard pressed on getting our recordings up. You know what I'm saying?
So here's a question for you, Doc. With the Rodecaster Pro, so you can record this while I ask the question in case you come back.
I gotta reformat my card because I've been recording so much Clubhouse.
Right, but we have the on the Rodecaster Pro we have the Bluetooth connection as well for the phone.
Sounds
so
crappy.
Could we be using the?
You can. It sounds crappy. It records fine.
Obviously, hardwired is better, but it's not terrible. At least it could be an internet situation for you too. I don't think you've got fiber optic like I do.
Have you ever eaten a banana when it's all the way like almost black?
I try not to, but I know if you go somewhere,
that kind of terrible.
You won't get one.
It's super, super terrible. Like, and it's funny because you would think it's fine because it works fine for other stuff. But for some reason, and we don't know why, and that's how we beat our heads up, because as nerds, we got to know the reason behind stuff. No, you don't. Sometimes just shut up and take what it is, But so Diana, Bradley, myself, like 3 or 4 other of us, we all beat our heads up because there's no reason why this should work. Bluetooth should be fine. It sounds like you're. You remember that movie Shark Tank, or what? That's not Shark Tank. What was it called? Shark Tales with Will Smith when they're talking underwater. It sounds worse than that.
Can't say I do. Really? That's not good.
It's not good. So we're just going to skip that one because it was disgusting.
Okay.
But I mean,
fair enough.
The cool part about getting all of this stuff set up and working is you can. Okay, first of all, regardless of Rodecaster Pro or not, say you were just using Clubhouse. You walk into this room and the top guys in the industry are giving away deep industry knowledge, right? You have professional speakers and training talking freely about stuff that is normally hidden inside $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 courses. But because they're at home, bored, kids getting on there.
Joe Budden.
I don't listen to those rooms. Joe Budden is a G.
Which
but
one?
The problem with those rooms turn to
which rooms are you?
Just hot noise.
Okay. Which rooms are you going into? What do you like? What are you picking?
I basically run a lot of YouTube rooms because that's my life. And, learning more about something that we ain't fitting to do doesn't make any sense. There are people doing sets inside Clubhouse. I'm not going to say I'm a fan of that. Nobody.
I saw a lot of people trying to make that happen.
And that's dope. I mean, they're doing it fine. They're having their sets. I listened to a really good Slow Jam set the other day, and I was like, man, this homie was bringing some good memories. Like, the L.A., Gangster Dave Slow Jam sets, or the Quiet Storm back from WPGC.
Yeah.
Or was it WHUR? It was WHUR back in D.C.
HUR.
Your boy Mike used to run that joint, the Quiet Storm.
a bunch of my my guys
Lee. Actually,
ran
Lee.
that station. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean,
Lee
Tony
ran that
Richards,
station for
John
a
Mons,
minute.
Max Myrick, Lee Michaels. We can go down
Lee
the list of
Michaels.
everybody that's been at HUR.
Yeah,
So yeah,
so
we got
I mean, I grew up listening to
we got a
WHR.
list.
That's when you would sit on the phone with your girlfriend at like 14, hot breathing, listening to WHR, singing, "Let the sideshow begin, hurry, hurry,
Yeah.
step right on in, guaranteed." Never mind, stop that. We'll get a ticket.
Not bad, Doc. I mean, we could probably fix that up a little bit and get it even sounding better.
Zip it,
We'll put
Scott.
that on auto tune. We'll get you on auto tune. We'll hook you up.
So Terrell, let me answer Terrell's question before I finish. Using the Rodecaster Pro, could you bring someone in your Clubhouse audio that isn't in Clubhouse? Yes. People are doing live podcasts in Clubhouse. You need to ping Diana Gladney, and she would give you the
411.
Yeah, don't make internet statements when I'm on here. That's funny.
June, what's up?
I wonder what he's talking about. Hey, champion, good to see you here, brother. So the main thing is just the knowledge, right? So like I'm in my YouTube rooms, and we're talking some of the highest level YouTubers out there. Daryl Eves is probably the king of YouTube. He has well over 1 billion views. He has probably, with his properties, he has somewhere in ordinance of like 500 million subs through all of his properties, because he has about 19 channels that he runs, operates, partners with, whatever. Mr. Beast is one of his partners, and they have a channel that's sitting on like, I think 60, 70 million subs. So when those guys come in and they're telling you the type of stuff that you have to pay literally thousands of dollars to go to these, conferences to hear them speak, and they're just at the house bored, kids getting on their nerves, frick it, let me go in Clubhouse. And then somebody will ask them a question, and they'll say, you know what? You guys are lucky because I'm feeling generous today. Here you go. Here's the secrets. Blank, 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 blank. And people are out here scribing notes fast as possible. Oh my God, can you repeat that? While you guys can you repeat that, and you're missing the bombs, I just go to Rodecaster Pro, boink, record. And I just sit back.
Yep.
I'm like, get it, Daryl, get it. So just telling you, man, it is well worth it. You can learn so much. You have a chance to rub elbows and like say you're a producer and you want to ask, Mr. Button a question. He might tell you. Timberland be on there. Well, Timberland's teaching production on Twitch, but he's in there too. Like, I mean, there's literally some of the best. I've gone in there just to hear, poetry folks read. I've go to just talk to regular people because, everyone is in the same industry trying to come up.
Yep.
You can find something. I mean, you could seriously go there, Scott, and start the ref room in Clubhouse, and you should. And the reason why you should is because here's the kicker. For all you folks out there still trying to wonder how can you connect with your audience. I created a Clubhouse room. I connect in a bunch of these YouTubers' room, and in the last month, I have grown my channel by over 1,000 subscribers.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
And people
now, can we
sitting
connect
up
this
here,
channel right now to Clubhouse?
How can I get some more subscribers? You have to go and get involved in a community. If you were selling pizza on the damn street corner and you needed more customers, there's 2 ways. Buy ads on the radio station, which suck and no one's going to listen to, or they'll just skip to the next station. Or
move to a block that's got more traffic.
No, because I'm going to tell you no. Here's why that statement is dumb AF. I'm going to tell you why. You know of one of your favorite restaurants that's hidden in a little nook and should get 0 traffic because it's in the worst location, but the joint you got to stand outside before you can get something to eat. Why?
My friend has one of those places for 3 generations.
Hawaii, that's Ethel's, right? And Ethel's been around for about 40 years, right? Maybe longer. But that's Ethel's right here. That's where I go every Tuesday, sometimes Tuesday, Thursday, to go grab me a bite to eat because it's bomb. People standing outside in the hot freaking Honolulu sun for over an hour and a half to eat at Ethel's. Ethel's has like 5 tables. But the reason why that joint is what it is because they are involved with the community. So everybody knows where they're at. All the truck drivers, all the police, all the fishermen, all the firemen, all of the entertainers. Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace, Anthony, love you, brother. Anthony Bourdain ate at Ethel's. Man versus
Nice.
Food, Guy Fieri, like all of the top
Yeah.
like Food Network chefs have eaten at
The
Ethel's.
chefs.
I was at Ethel's 6 months ago, and standing outside waiting his food is Eddie Huang from Huang Worlds and Fresh Off the Boat. He out there getting his takeout to go back to his telly.
And what does Ethel specialize in? Just so the rest of us
Okinawan
will know.
food adjusted for, Hawaii / American taste. Just
Okay, good to know.
bomb. It's bomb. Like, it's crazy ill bomb. But again, there's restaurants in a high traffic area right now complaining because they can't do XYZ because the customers can't come to them. Ethel's is busier during the situation, almost said it, than they were without the situation. And they were busy AF without the situation. Why? Because the community is so tight. When you started hearing that restaurants may go some type of way, the community immediately said, I got $40 left. I'm fitting to spend 10 of them at
Spending 39 of it over there.
Right? You just, because you want to keep it around. It is a legacy joint.
Yeah.
That's the kind of community you can create for your brand, your property, your channel on Clubhouse. You can just straight up connect with folks, right? I have my regular club. I'm thinking to start a Manchester United American supporters room where we can sit in there and argue about being at top of the table. Finally, after everybody talked smack about us for years, we are number one. Right? You can start a ref room. You can start a just ice wrestling room just to talk about ice wrestling in general.
Let's start our DJ's live streaming show over there.
Nobody can flag you. I mean, I'm sick of talking about this shit. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Because ain't nobody listening. Everybody's still doing the same ignorant stuff that happened since the beginning of the pandemic. So I'm not talking to myself anymore. I'm over it. Everybody's still trying to get on Facebook to do their streams and wonder why they get muted. Everybody's still trying to get on IG, wonder why the music. I
still
can't.
Doing it.
There's still not enough people on Mixcloud doing it right. There's still not enough people booking their own private engagements. There's still people hitting me up right now. How can I set myself up so that I can stream on Facebook?
You can't. I mean,
Are you
folks
listening to us for the last 8 months? I'm like, bruh,
Exactly.
It's like talking to smokers about stop smoking Marlboros. I'm over it.
Camels.
That's even worse, bro. They got no filter. Oh my God. We used to call those joints the camel killers. Yo, that's nasty. Whoever thought about smoking the camels? Some of y'all smoke camels. Know. But that's
they survived a long time, right?
Bruh, you might as well got the 2 sheets of paper, pack of bugles, fill it up, roll it yourself.
Right.
Probably would have been better with.
That's for all the voiceover guys that wanted to have the deep voice. Okay, 2 packs of those a day, and they got the deep voice for doing drops. You're listening to Doc Rock.
No, they'd be like this, Scott. They'd be like this. You're now listening to the sounds of Doc Rock.
Push the button.
That is mean.
And I hope I don't bang the oxygen tank in the process while I'm reading the drop. Okay.
Man, I remember when that commercial came out and they had the lady come on and then she did that. I was just like, oh, I never smoked.
Oh yeah, some of those are powerful, man. Those are powerful commercials.
Since I was like 14, and that was a rebellion thing. My dad said, "Okay, come in the house." Okay, boom, came in the house. Entire pack of Marlboros in the face at once. Go for it. I lasted about.
See now, never had to get me. Both my parents smoked. Drove me away from them. Drove me crazy. Couldn't stand it.
And, me neither, but I thought I was cool for like 5 seconds. I lasted like one day.
Not cool.
Like one day. I was like, yo, this is nasty. I did try to chew beech nut and leaf Garrett, when I was playing baseball. That lasted a little bit. I
got a lot of hockey guys like that stuff. There's no way I would even think about
the pinch between your
that. I mean, oh my gosh, no, thank you. Bruh. I'll chew bubble gum. Thank you. I like bubble gum.
I would tell you how I quit. So it was Leaf Garrett. That was the one that we used in the brown package and get a little make a little ball, sticking them out, going in town, having a good old time. My friend
Leaf
Brian
Garrett,
comes up.
wasn't that the dude that did the disco record from back in the day? Leaf Garrett.
Could be. Let me see. I think that's what
I
his
was
name
made
is.
loving you or something like that. Wasn't that Leaf Garrett? Doc is Googling. In case y'all haven't
I was
figured
trying
that
to
out.
do. You know what's so bad? Levi Garrett. That's what it's called. Okay, I'm stupid. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, Leaf Garrett is hey, come on, man. It's disco, I know.
I was trying to remember the name.
I know my disco. Right.
Here, which one of these is right? This is correct. Okay, here it is. That's what it was. Levi Garrett.
Oh, okay.
So I had a big old wad of this mess in my face.
Oh,
and
no thanks.
One of my buddies comes up from behind me and pats me on the back. Boom, hey. I swallowed it. And then I was like, because if you ever swallow chewing tobacco, it will spiralate in your stomach for about 2.8 seconds. It's coming right back out, full blast, 100 miles an hour.
I bet it is. Projectile.
Like Reagan McNeil in The Exorcist is coming out. So that's funny. Where the heck did I get Leif Garrett? Wasn't Leif Garrett like some teen actor or something?
Garrett, yeah, exactly. He came out as something like that, and it was I was made for loving you. And I've actually had somebody request that at a party. I was like, are you serious? They'll dance for. I was shocked. I was like, wow, okay.
What group was
whatever.
It?
Hey,
I can feel it.
Give the people what they want.
Sides. Man, what the heck? He has to be from some hair band that now I can't remember.
Leif Garrett. He wasn't like Partridge Family or anything like that, but he came from somewhere.
But this is him right here. I remember now. Yeah, it was something, dude. It was one of these weird hair band type cats. Yeah. All right. Hollywood guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Man, why did we remember stuff like that? Hey Kim, sorry, you didn't. We will not talk about the perils of chewing tobacco anymore. We were talking about how announcers get their voice to be all jacked up. Mine was easy. I had my uvula cut off. But
see, you can do this too. I can switch
voice.
microphones.
Don't.
Now I can go over here and I can be a little deeper. So I can do those drops. You're listening to Doc Rock.
June,
this is DJ's live streaming.
Can you just explain to him that sounds horrible? I know you think it sounds good, but on the opposite end, it sounds horrible. You know what it is?
You don't like it?
No, it's medley in the middle. That sounds so weird. How can I explain this to people that don't know what we're talking about? You know what I'm talking about. So
that is the legendary voiceover mic.
I understand, but for some reason, the way you have it set right now, it is very medley in the middle. It sounds like you have aluminum foil.
I've got it on
mid-high range.
I've got it on the Rodecaster Pro, so that might be part of the deal. Or I could probably take the bass down in a little bit.
Spend some time and tweak it just a taste. You can adjust all of that stuff on the screen.
Of course.
Yeah, that's so dope. I think I love this mic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What are you on today? Are you on your pod mic? You're on your Rode?
I'm always on my pod mic. I am getting.
It looks like
closer.
You got a stand on it. Do you not have the boom arm for it?
Rode boom.
Oh, okay.
PSA 1.
All right. There you go. With the scissor motion.
That's what it is.
Really nice, actually, guys. If you want to put a camera up, that's a good way to go.
I'm gonna get a yellow Tech
Good way to go.
I'm just going to cave in and buy a yellow Technica.
A yellow Technica.
Yeah.
What is that?
Dope, man. Come on, son. This is the dopest.
I don't know if I know what it is. All right, bring it up. Bring it up.
I guarantee you, at the high-end stations around where you be, they got. Let's see. Let's do this. That ain't it. Come on, Paige. Load up. Let me shrink this window just a taste so that folks can see what we're speaking on. And no, I don't want to know about no cookies. Cookies? Just accept all the cookies. I'm going to buy one anyway. Only reason why they want you to accept cookies is because they're going to send you ads. They can send me all the ads they want because I'm fitting to buy one of these. All right. First of all, look at that. It has a tally light.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Watch The Breakfast Club. Watch any high-end radio show that is online or on TV. It's in there.
I'm gonna go. What's it called? I'm gonna Google
Ryan
it.
Seacrest, I guarantee you that dummy has him in his shows. I don't know why. I absolutely do not like Ryan Seacrest. I have no idea why. It's nothing. I
I'm
mean,
not a. I'm
I
not.
don't know the man
He's,
personally.
look, can't argue with the man is successful.
Yeah, he's
From
something.
here now,
Something
I
about
can't
him
ever
just
see it
comes off as
closely.
douchey.
That looks like
Yeah.
the blue.
No, yeah, blue is some knockoff rubbish. This is the legit.
I got the
OG.
blue right here on this one. All right, what's the name of this thing again?
Yellow
I want
Tech
to
Mika.
look it up because I can't. Yellow Tech.
Look at that. Look at it's in there holding this Neumann, just going, oh, you need that. Right, Elaine? Tell June. Yes, it is so dope. Like all of the best got one of these. It is very gorgeous. Look at that.
Yeah, we never had those at the radio
This is the
station.
one I want right here.
Oh, okay. That looks like a desk mount. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but that looks like a desk arm. That looks like a monitor arm.
Yeah, you talking about looks like a Yugo looks like a car, and so does BMW 8
doesn't
series.
drive like one though.
You know what I'm saying? This is the BMW 8 series of mic stands. June put the link in the comments. Yes, it is dope. I want this exact one right here. It's going to set me back probably about $400-500, and I don't care.
They're that much, huh?
Yeah, it's engineered. Man, I don't do cheap.
Not cheap.
Cheap is for busters.
Yeah, they're $325 to $425. Looks like from here.
This is what I wanted. It's
I'm
$420.
looking at them. Yeah. You getting the white one?
Silver.
I can't tell if that's white or if it's silver from here, but
if you can't tell the difference, then don't buy one because that means you're too old.
Oh, I'm looking at a small little thumbnail, and I'm looking from about 4 feet away at my computer. So, yeah,
I'm teasing. Yeah, these things are legit.
Cool. No, we never had. We had nice mic arms. I'm sorry, we had nice monitor arms and stuff, way ahead of their time. When I was at Clear Channel in Chicago for years, when we moved our new studios over there in like 2000 and I don't know, 1, something like that. So we had some nice tech in there, great boards, all kinds of cool toys. But no, we had basically the monitor arms or the boom arms like we have here, the scissor one, like you have, like a PSA one, but they weren't PSA. They come from a broadcast group. So.
Yeah, cool. I will put my $99 mic on a $350 arm, June. Yes, I will, and be proud of it. And what I was fitting to say,
there you go, June.
Before we got to this, what I was fitting to say is I'm very close to getting an SM7B. Cause y'all, my group is getting on my nerves talking about it.
Then you got to get the cloud lifter or. Here's my recommendation. If you're gonna buy the 7B, I would buy. Are you ready for this now? I would get the DBX mic pre. The channel. It's a channel strip. I would get that instead of. It'll run you closer to $200 instead of the $150 you're going to pay for a cloud lifter. That's what I would do if I was you.
Scott is explaining to me what a DBX 286 strip is. That's funny.
It is funny, but I'm going to explain it to you from a standpoint. I wouldn't put a cloud lifter on one of those.
I wouldn't buy a cloud lifter with I wouldn't buy a cloud lifter with Trump's money. I wouldn't buy a cloud lifter ever. It's the dumbest investment anyone would ever make. But that's not my call. Some people buy them. I wouldn't buy one.
Yeah, so that's what I would tell somebody to do. Not buy the cloud lifter. I would do the other.
I would build myself a tube preamp before I bought one of those, and it would take me like an hour and a half, but it would be better. So yeah, this boom. This thing got me jonesing. Yeah, I know, right, Linwell? It's gorgeous. At some point, you gotta step your game up and look good. Let's see. Elaine is showing off some craziness over here. What is this, Elaine? Why you want to do this kind of stuff to me, lady?
What's she showing you?
I see, said the blind man. they got like a modular type joint. You can change the ends to be whatever the ends need to be. Oh.
What company is that? Is that the same company or?
Triad Orbit.
And that's a mic boom?
It can be mics, it can be music stands, it can be audio, photo, video, or multimedia. I like this, Elaine. Damn you.
Triad. What is it? Triad what?
Triad-orbit.com. Oh, they got modulation. You can make this which I have these Hercules joints. Yeah, I'm always looking for good rigging. And so this is a good point, Elaine. I am always looking for good rigging because, like, as it stands right now, I'm about to move one of my cameras to the ceilings, and I'm going to take my lights off of these light stands, and I'm going to pull them from the ceiling because I have suspended drop ceiling. So I found scissor mounts for the drop ceiling.
See, I've got a couple of these, what are they called?
These are scissor mounts for the drop ceiling.
I got Varipoles up in my ceiling.
Yeah,
and I've got the Manfrotto arm.
So if you take
pretty
these,
nicely,
you can buy these. You take this little scissor, you put it on that white bar of the drop ceiling, and you squeeze it. And as big as these lights are, they're not very heavy. They're lighter than the what you call those things, the fluorescent fixtures that are already up there. So taking one of these, pop it with the spigot. I can't grab it. Here we go. So this right here, it goes right onto the spigot. You know what I'm saying? You just turn this loose, and then I can take this light, my hair light, and hang it from the ceiling. Up there behind me, my hair light is hanging from the drop ceiling. Like, so the light the light that causes this little shine right here on the side of the head, that's why I have this glow right here. That's coming from right there, hanging from the drop ceiling. So I bought one and I loved it. Now I'm gonna buy a bunch more because it's going to allow me to take this big guy off the C-stand because C-stand is taking up space in the office and get it off the floor. I'm trying to hang everything I can from the ceiling.
Yeah, I've done that. I've hung all my lights from the ceiling because I put the Varipoles up there and it works great.
It's funny.
Like got everything off the desk and got everything off the floor.
I thought seriously about having my boy weld together a truss. You know what I mean? Like we have in the club.
You can get trussing. I mean, you can get something custom made. They make
so much cheaper to have my boy make it out of scrap. Yeah, I mean, if I buy one, it's expensive. The shop is literally 150 feet that way. As one of my drinking partners, so I'm just like, Bill, next time you do a job for somebody and you got some like 1/2-inch pipe, I want aluminum, and then he'll weld me an aluminum truss because it'd be so light and I can just hang it from my ceiling. June, I don't need a second angle, but I'm going to put. I haven't, honestly, it's one of those things, bro. Like, a lot of people go out of their way to want to have all of these extra angles and stuff like that, and you kind of don't really need it, but it does add a little something. But if you're bringing fire, you're bringing fire. Frick, you don't need it. I change up angles by doing this and then going back to this. That's how. You know what I mean? Or like the other day when we were working and I had Kat on, I would just switch between me and Kat back and forth. You know what I mean? But I think I just want one for the heck of it. So you don't really need it, but I just want one. But what I want is that overhead shot. That's the reason why I want to set this trussing up. It's for the overhead shot.
You do the overhead shot. You could do it off the trussing. You could also just do it off of like a desk mount. You could even actually take one of these boom arms and set it up, and that would work. Who are you saying hello to? You're upside down. Hello, always.
Tim. Because every time Tim comes, you got to do the bat doc because Tim, he likes that. I don't know why. How you doing, Tim? Good to see you. I like Tim's icon. He got his high school yearbook pose, which is different from before, but it looks like, no, good and well, he's not normal.
The thinking man. It's the thinking man.
But it's funny because he got to do this for work, but Tim's not that normal, so why fake it in the avatar?
Hey, fake it till you make it, right?
Love you, Tim. Yes. I like Eric. What did Eric say? He has an Elgato arm and a $3 ring light from China. Dude, The Elgato arms, I would have just bought them because I like their clamp situation. Like, their clamp situation is dope. They are never in stock, ever. And I'm not going to buy their crappy lights, but their arm system is dope. But they are never in stock. And yes, there's 100 knockoff guys. The way that they do their screw at the bottom, I don't want to ruin this multi-$100 rising up and down desk. So I wanted to use the Elgato one.
So I'm going to say something right now because I have one of those Elgato sticks right here on my desk.
Master mount?
Yeah, but the problem is, so you can change out the plate. I bought the base plate, which looks like a microphone stand plate, in addition to the clamp, because my desk is not, I don't have a lip all the way around it. I have a lip on one side of it, but not on the other sides. So the problem with that is one of the screws kind of stripped out on the bottom, and I've been trying for a month to get them to do something. They're, not great on the customer service that way. I mean, it's up here and it works, but it's loose. So like right now, my camera is mounted to that, and you could see as I'm touching it here, it's not doing a good job.
Okay, let me tell you how to solve that problem. Super easy, like really easy. Okay. Customer service will send you a new one, whatever, but if they're dicking around, you don't have time, you take some epoxy, 2-part epoxy. You put it in the hole.
Okay.
You take the screw that you want to stay put. You wrap it in white plumber's tape, right? You know what I mean? Thread tape. And you screw that in. Let the epoxy harden by 2 days. And then when you unscrew it out, the white tape will stop the epoxy from sticking to the actual screw. It will rebuild a screwable hole.
Oh, really? Nice.
Epoxy. Okay. JB Weld, all of the above. The main thing is it won't stay stuck because the plumber's tape will give you a release agent.
Yeah.
I am a maker.
I mean, these mounts are nice, but if you put weight on them, like my camera is it's a 6100 with the Sigma lens. It doesn't stay as tight as I'd like. I think you're better off if you're going to go that route. I'd look at the Manfrotto arm, which I have here, and you can't see it because I don't have the camera angle for it, but I have a Manfrotto arm, and that is really rock solid. Those are good. And you can add a second clamp to it, and if you use that clamp, you could clamp it onto your desk if you wanted to. So you could have a clamp and a clamp, and it's a slick way to go. So
somehow, some way, some shape or form, every Wednesday at 10:40 something when I'm online, my dad decides to text me.
Oh. Sounds like me. My phone blows
June
up
is doing nothing
every Wednesday.
Dad texts June. He's doing nothing but harassing people in the comments. No, he just wanted to ask me a question. It's super funny. It's super funny. This time, nothing bad. At least he's in the house behaving himself. But It's just random. It's like, dude, I'm online talking to Scott because he watches and he says some crazy stuff to me after. So that's why it's even more funny. So I think now he's just messing with me. He's probably doing it on purpose.
How's your dad doing? Because we cut the show early last week. Did he fall or something?
He's doing fine. He's just painting old people cranky. Right, cranky old people. You understand how cranky old people are.
Yeah, that's me. You're pointing at me. I see. I can barely see on this end, with your internet connection, but I see. Okay.
Oh, shots fired.
I had a shot of fire. Shot was fired. You got the 21 gun salute.
No, I told him a long time ago, but then he don't want to, and now he would just come and create havoc. So, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah. Eric.
Okay.
But, guys, the main point of today's show was to tell you if you're still sleeping on Clubhouse, get on it now.
Right.
There's lots of good business information. There's lots of good information about anything you want. They got book clubs. They got books about anything you're in, Harley Davidson's, whatever.
And you can get your username now, probably. See? Get in early. Be an early adapter.
Yeah, before everybody jumps in. That's weird. Like, I don't...
See, I already got the Hot Mix 5 one, so don't even try to get it, folks. I already took it, so...
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You know why it's funny, June? Because everybody makes those comments like there is something I can do about it. Like, I can just stop and go and then fix it. None of us have control over that. So why does everybody insist on talking about it when it happens? If you said to me, hey, it's a little dark, could you brighten the light? I can fix that. If you said, hey, your volume's a low, can you turn it up? I can fix that. If you said, hey, you're a little off center, I can fix that. But when you tell me that the internet is doing something, what the am I supposed to do about it? I'm not Spectrum. I'm not Verizon. I'm not AT&T. I'm not Fife Dog, not 5G.
Right.
So why do you bring it up? What am I going to do about it? Shut up already. Thank you, June. Thank you. June used to work at the internet company, so he gets it. I don't know why people, and I see people do it on every person's stream. Like, it could be freaking Stephen Colbert, Oprah. Oprah, your internet's acting up. What is Oprah gonna do? You get an internet. You get an internet.
You get an internet.
Why do you bring it up? It's useless.
Baby, my internet is so tired.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Why?
Famous.
Why? Whoa, Eric, that is a paragraph, son. I never even seen comment this big. Last weekend, the app became a trend in the German-speaking area. Now, many of these special sellers out here want to sell something aggressive. Yeah, don't go up in there trying to sell stuff. You go up in there and use it to build your community or whatever. But, yeah.
The sales will come.
It's already happening, bro. It's like, this is. Oh, by the way, if you click the link in the bio, you can get access to my course. It's like, and it's like, oh, bro, come on. Yeah.
It's a commercial
so those rooms exist,
and that's going to just turn people off.
Eric, you bring up a good point, though, and I want to fix you because I'm like to fix people that say stupid shit, that say stupid stuff. I'll pick any city in the world. Let's just we won't use Chicago because there's Scott, and we won't use New York or D.C. because there's me. We'll pick any city in the world. Let me think. Let's say Houston.
Pick L.A. Let's pick L.A.
L.A. is the bomb in small quantities in certain areas. There's other areas you just don't go to. You just don't because if you go there, you may not come back. So
and you may not like
those
the adventure
areas
that you had in L.A.
Right? But why would you blow off the diamond that is Clubhouse knowledge? Why would you blow off the incredible, like multi-$1,000 free school you can get on Clubhouse because 2 rooms down, there's somebody talking about clipping toenails and eating it? Ignore that. You know what I'm saying? Ignore it. That got nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with
I got to get that out of that image has to come out of my head now, please.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
so
okay.
Have you
Kim,
ordered this
as soon as it blows up, okay, here's what's going to happen, Kim. I want you to give it to them from a FOMO perspective. I want you to tell them that get in now and hold your name if you do nothing else. Because when the floodgates open in March and they can't get in and they can't get a name, do not cry to you that they missed something. Tell them how much they're going to miss if they don't get in now. And they don't even have to listen now. But everybody gets pissed when they want to come back and get their name later and they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Or, all of a sudden, one of the big creators in your industry jumps in, right? Somebody from Hayao Miyazaki's animation studio is going to come in and give incredible deep knowledge, and yet they won't be able to get in because they thought I'm just going to skip all this because it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. I would come in and just bring the ruckus that way. You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, next week, How's going to be in here himself. He's going to be talking about the legend and the conspiracy theory around Totoro. And then they're going to be like, oh, but I can't get in because somebody got my name. And you just be like, hey, I told you to get in back in January and y'all was clowning. So, yeah, that's how you get people on. You know how I do. But yeah, I mean, seriously, folks, there is absolutely 115% hot rubbish on Clubhouse, but I ignore them. I ignore all the remixes of I'm a Barbie Girl because they were whack. You can just ignore dumb stuff. I ignore all the remixes of Baby Shark. I didn't need one, but the original was all I needed. After that, I barely needed that. It was a fun break up the monotony at weddings, break the dance floor ice. But yeah, I didn't need 80 copies of it. You just ignore the hot rubbish, bruh. There's somebody right now on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, playing the Tibetan bowl while saying horrible poetry. That doesn't mean you got to listen to it, right? The bookstore is full of rubbish books that you don't got to read. So don't sleep on Clubhouse because there's some dudes in there selling freaking hot potatoes in German. Just ignore them. Nichts verstanden Deutsch.
Move on to the next room.
Yeah. That's it. Eric, get in there and teach German, bro. Be like, I'm going to teach you guys how to speak German. First, we say, Auf Wiedersehen.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Sprechen Sie
Nichts
Deutsch.
verstanden Deutsch. Yeah, that's it. All right. We're on. Next week, we'll find something better to talk about. But that was good.
We hope, right?
Huh? Yeah.
No, we got to find something. There's bound to be some new toys next week.
Dude,
I'm sure there's some
Garen's
introductions
Barbarians.
this week.
I mean, some of the stuff from CES is going to start to be like, popping off too. So,
yeah, that's what I mean. So,
hey, it's all good. We got expensive mics. Mic stands today. We had Clubhouse today, and Frankie will be popping around that corner in about 35
Frankie
seconds.
Just picked her head up. She had it up earlier, so she's ready to go. You know that.
How does she know? Yeah, I don't know. It's just hilarious, bro. She's like, 11 o'clock, Scott, let's go. I got to pee. I'm like,
honestly, she always does.
Yes.
She's on like her own alarm clock here.
Eric, I wish you were here right now, bro, because that is seriously one of my absolute favorite dishes in the planet. I would love to have some Käsespätzle. On a scale of 1 to 10, how's my pronunciation of Käsespätzle? I want to know. Now we got to wait.
It's a 10 by me.
I got to wait 45 seconds for the chat to catch up so that Eric can tell me about my Käsespätzle. I love pronunciation. I love Käsespätzle and I love Lingonberry Torte. Two of my favorite German foods. There's another one that's a pork shoulder, which I can't remember off the top of my head. It's a gigantic pork shoulder, and it's so delicious, but I forgot what it's called. Now I got to look it up because I can't help myself.
So,
and I
while
love
we're on the
schnitzel.
subject of technology, do we have a new beta coming soon?
Synfbraten, that's what it's called. Synfbraten. Or Schweinbraten, that's the word. Yes, we do.
Schweinbraten?
Yes.
Schweinbraten?
Schweinbraten or Svinbraten.
Okay.
Or Synfbraten, they're similar thing. I got an 8 for Käsespätzle. Käse is cheese. Spätzle. Käsespätzle. But I said Käsespätzle. Yes. Bruh. Schweinbraten is the bomb. It is just like, imagine a pork shoulder roast. I've seen it with the bone in. I've seen it with the bone out. But something about that spicing and, bruh. It's like caraway and onion is like the primary. Like, I'm looking at Scott, but the camera is backwards. So I'm looking the opposite way. Yes. Oh, my God, dude. Find a German restaurant in Chicago. I know it exists, and look for the Schweinbraten. Oh my God, you'll be like, oh, this is so good. It's so good, and it comes with the mustard with the thick seeds. People say I don't like mustard. I say because you tasted French's fluorescent yellow mustard. Try some actual.
That's the
German,
stuff I like. See.
No, but try some actual German mustard with the thick seeds.
Dusseldorf mustard, right? Isn't that what it's called?
No,
the brown with the seeds?
Yeah, I mean, maybe there is. I forgot the brand that I use.
I think.
The brand I use begins with an L.
Okay.
This is sold in the U.S. too, by the way, but it's a brand that I use. The name begins with an L. I can't remember the name. Spanferkel. I'm scared to look up anything that Eric says to look up. If you look for German mustard on Google, the first picture that comes up is the yellow bottle with the red label, and it's called Lowensurf. Yeah, Lowensurf Extra. But the Lauren Surf brand that I get is the Lauren Surf with the chunks in it. And it's so good. Like Symph. Sorry. Lauren Symph. That's the word. See, I might have just learned something. Maybe that's why they call it a Symph braten, because you serve it with mustard, and Symph might be mustard. I don't know, Eric. You can correct my horrible German guessing right now, but that's how I learned stuff. But yeah, Lauren Symph, just like German whole grain mustard, is the bomb. Of course, most brands here would just call it Bavarian style, but there's nothing better. It is so delicious. And the other one is Handmaiden, Handelmaden, whatever. Handelmeyer, that's what it's called. That's the other brand. Anyway, how the heck are we talking about mustard? We got to get out of here.
I don't know, but we've got a cooking class going here, so, numbers could be going up.
Bruh. Now, Eric got me looking this mess up. Anyway, I have to go to work. I got meetings. Oh, pig roast. Done. Eric, I'm coming.
Have fun.
I gotta check my visa if I can go to visit him in Austria real quick. You understand my terrible English. I understand your terrible German. Thank you.
There's your A+. There you go, Doc. You just got your grade.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, baby. Dankeschön. Darling, Dankeschön.
Okay.
All right, on that note, we are going to wrap things up. I hope you enjoyed our cooking class today, and we'll be back. We did German this week. Were we doing French next week, or do you want to do Italian?
Only words I know in Italian
guys,
are all bad from swearing at people in New York.
Right. Well, we will be back here at 2 p.m. Chicago time next week on Wednesday. The legendary Doc Rock. I'm Scott Smokin Silz. You guys have a great week, and we'll be back with some new technology next week. Peace out, everybody.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.